So my name is Ali Nawawi. I'm the co-founder of a small, sustainable, ethical streetwear fashion brand based in Egypt. And I'm a medical doctor by training, and I've worked for the UN for a very long time. I studied health economics, health financing, and health planning. After working for the UN for a very long time, I realized that I wanted, with my wife, to work in sustainable fashion. We quit our job, came back to Egypt, and started our brand, which is called Scarabeus Satchel.
I started my life in fashion, my professional life in fashion. I started doing my thesis after my university in ethical fashion, and then I worked in the luxury ethical fashion intersection for almost a year, 2 years. And then I quit my job because it was heartbreaking to see how inhumane working conditions are. And I knew it was against my values, so I quit, and I've done a lot of different things in my life. But right now I train young diplomats for climate negotiations.
Generally, in the climate discussion, fashion is overlooked in so many ways. It's really not part of the core climate discussions. And even though fashion contributes for 10% of the global carbon emissions, the ethical, the practices, the labor practices, and many things related to that also are horrific in the fashion industry, especially in the fast fashion industry. There's been so many problems in the past, and they're continuing to happen. And unless fashion is addressed, nothing is going to change in the climate discussion.
Also, many of the fashion hubs where production is happening, they're all in more climate vulnerable countries, and these people are already vulnerable to climate change and so many other things. And on top of it, fashion also is in a way like treating them in a very inhumane way in factory conditions. For example, some people workers in factories are not allowed to sit for like 8 hours a day. So there's a lot of interesting disturbing things that happen in the industry, and which is also a human rights violation, so which is something that we need to talk about and we need to address, in addition to the fact that they do live in such vulnerable situations.